Now, by tomorrow at this time, the outcome of the U.S. presidential election should be clear. For many Americans, it will be the conclusion to one of the most fractious and divisive election seasons in recent memory.
On the eve of Election Day, Americans across party lines are holding their breath with hope, anxiety, and even fear. We now turn to our Washington correspondent for the word on the street.
It's just one day to go until Election Day. Fearing civil unrest after the ballots are counted, dozens of businesses in Washington, D.C. have boarded up their windows. On the streets, some are feeling hopeful about the future. Others say they have no idea what will happen next.
I think he's doing a great job. I think with all the trade that he's been doing, the peace in the Middle East now, that also with, everybody's wages. I know I've finally seen a raise come since, it's probably been a while.
I have to say, for the first time ever, zero expectations. So hard to see what's coming up.
Looking to the next 4 years, many U.S. residents say they hope the country will heal and that Democrats and Republicans can find common ground.
Priority-wise, I think we got to get back to being a single nation, filled with a lot of diverse people that are proud to be here.
I just want the country to heal. 4 years later after this, let's heal for 4 years and then we can move on.
Because right now we are a divided country for sure between Republicans and Democrats. I think that we should maybe meet somewhere in the middle.
The America of today seems to be a country divided. Some Americans fear the infiltration of communism in their society. But Lori Sperry, a former counselor for the city of Kenmore in Washington, says that at the core, everyone wants the same things.
And we, are not perfect. But now I feel like that everyone has been trained with essentially it's a Marxist philosophy or a communist philosophy, and it's pitting different groups against each other. People want safe streets, they don't want to pay a lot of taxes, they want opportunities for economic prosperity. And at the local level, it's all about traffic, trust me.
The issue of systemic racism in the U.S. has been a focal point this election. A black speaker at a Moms for Trump demonstration brushed the matter aside, saying Trump has been labeled a racist for political reasons.
I find it interesting that for 30 years, President Trump has been in the public spotlight, and it wasn't until he ran for president that all of a sudden he became a racist. It's just a convenient way to label somebody that so that you can divide. And he's done, a lot of his policies have been for all Americans, and some of the things he's done in criminal justice reform with the help of the Congress and opportunity zones and what he's done for funding for historically black colleges and universities, it speaks for itself.
The building behind me is the U.S. White House, the office and residence of the U.S. president. Trump's campaign team had originally planned to hold its election night party at the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. But due to local rules on the coronavirus, the potential celebration may be moved to the White House lawn, which has capacity for more than 1,000 people. Whether the Trump administration's actions over the past 4 years will earn him re-election and whether the recent allegations against Biden will impact his election results will all be seen on election night on Tuesday.